Like many of you, I like to figure out how to do everything I can myself. So today, I'm going to cut and program a new key for this Discovery 2 using cheap tools and without leaving my garage. Let's start with the programming part. This is the Land Rover edition of the Creader Elite, which is a $120 OBD2 diagnostic tool. It's not as good as a Nanocom or a Hawkeye or any of those, but it can do a lot. It can even do things like bleed your ABS brakes, and I heard that it can maybe program keys. And the reason I'm doing this is because this Land Rover Discovery, which I freshly LS swapped, this is the key for it. So I have to stick that in and turn it with some pliers. It has not been great. So I'm gonna enter diagnostic mode. Auto detect. We're selecting Discovery 2. We're gonna go to body control, security. Make sure ignition is on position 2. We're gonna go to vehicle maintenance and PLIP programming. PLIP means key, so PLIP programming. And we're gonna read the instructions. Ensure the key is removed from the ignition barrel. Obtain all PLIPs for this vehicle. If all the keys are not present, then they will be disabled. They want you to remove the key from the barrel. We can do that. So press OK to proceed. Press one of the PLIP buttons. Okay. Okay, so I was not able to get a signal from this PLIP, so I said, yeah, I want to program more PLIPs. Do I have the full barcode? Yes, I assume it's this. So, yes. Enter the first barcode for this PLIP, 18 characters. Enter the first barcode. I've entered my first barcode. I'll hit OK. Enter the second barcode. Okay, here we go. Okay. This car identifies 5 PLIPs at most. One is reserved for the slabs PLIP, the other reserved for the normal PLIP. Is this the slabs PLIP? I don't think this is the slabs PLIP, so I'm going to say no. Please select one of the slots. The new PLIP will be then programmed, so... Okay, so the one I'm holding is the first slot, so I'm going to leave that one alone. So I see that it matches. I'm going to leave that one alone and go to the second slot. Like that. Do I wish to program any PLIPs? No. PLIP programming is not complete. You may not test the operation of the PLIPs. Okay. Pressing. Doesn't seem to be doing much. So, can't get it to work, so I said no, it didn't work. And see what it does, what it tells me to do next. Okay. Okay, a PLIP was received successfully. Okay. Do I want to restore synchronization? Yeah, maybe. Okay. PLIP program complete. Okay, sounds like a good thing. And now? Nothing. So I went and got another brand key fob, Keyless Best. Looks very similar. It's got the serial numbers as well. So let's just go ahead and try this again. PLIP programming. Ensure the key is removed from the barrel. So let's remove it. There it is. So, no, do I wish to program any PLIPs? Yes. Do you have a full barcode? Yes. Enter the barcode. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I put in both barcodes. Is this the slabs PLIP? No. The bottom slot. Why not? Okay. Testing. No. Okay, synchronize it. It did say that the clip was programmed, so that's weird. Okay, it does work. It does work this time. Guess I just had to unplug the OBD thing and give it a minute. And now it's working. No, took a couple tries, and I had to just unplug this and shut the door, and eventually it worked. I wonder if I can program the other key that I wasn't able to program before. Okay, yes, I got them both to work. So now I have two working keys, which I'm not mad about at all. But basically the key was the key. The solution was the key function is disabled while you're programming the keys. So I basically had to go through the prompts where it says, "Oh, do you want to test the keys? Okay. Are our keys working?" You say no, and it's like, okay, press a button to test it, and it'll say, "Oh, this fob is programmed." Then eventually I got a prompt that said, "But it's not synchronized to the BCU. Do you want to synchronize it?" So I said yes, and when it was done with that, I unplug the OBD reader, close the door, open it a couple times, wait, I don't know, 30 seconds. Eventually, it worked. So now they both work. All right, now that we got the programming done, let's move on to the cutting. You could take this key to an Ace Hardware, and they might be able to copy the original for you. Reluctantly, they might be like, "Oh, they're a little weird. Can't guarantee that it'll work, and we know these are very expensive. They come from England." So you can explain how these were just $20 on Amazon, and they might cut it for you. I've had that done in the past successfully. But anyway, I am dead set on doing everything myself for some reason. So got myself a key duplicator on Amazon. Oh boy, that's heavy. So I'm learning to set up this machine, but the way it seems to work is you clamp your original key here and the new key there. Then you just push the button. You just push the button. That seems to be like, and then it'll move automatically to the side. And automatically stop. So it's fully automated. Let's see how it does. So I have, to the best of my ability, aligned both the original and new key so that this reference edge will follow the new key, and this will this will follow the old key, and this will carve the new key in the exact same position. I tried to clamp both keys in the exact same place and aligned, and using this notch on the key as a reference to make sure that they are both on the same position. So this is a bit tricky, but let's hope for the best. It's only a $20 key, if that, so it's not a lot at stake. All right, here goes nothing. Whoa. Things got a little crazy there once the fob touched this. But did it work? I don't know. Let's see. It looks like it kind of did. Obviously, you got to do both sides. I'm adjusting the reference edge here so that it doesn't cut too deep. And then tightening the screws. The instructions don't tell you how to use this. I mean, they're not very good instructions, so you kind of have to look at it and understand how it works. So. Okay. I stopped it this time before it went too crazy. Let's see how it did. Okay, that side was really good. I didn't go too deep this time. I think I went too deep on the other side, and that may cause the key not to work. We'll see. I am filing the key a little bit. Unfortunately, this first key does not turn the barrel, and it's probably because I cut too deep and I hadn't adjusted my reference edge the first time around. So this one will have to be redone. Does that mean I have to reprogram it? Not necessarily, because you can buy just the shell and the blank, and so we can just cut a new blank and then move the electronics over to the empty shell. It's not a big deal, right? Doesn't mean you have to start over in your programming. But we have a second one, so I'm going to give this a second attempt and really do my best to replicate the key accurately. Okay, not too deep this time. It looks very promising. All we can do is try. My gold disco also needs a new fob, so I'm going to show you start to finish one more time how to program it. And I've learned a new trick. So, diagnostics. You can auto detect or go to Land Rover. Okay. Manually select. Discovery, Discovery 2. What was it? Body control. Then security. Ensure ignition is on position 2. There we go. Okay. Eco maintenance, I think it was. Flip programming. Ensure the key is removed from the barrel. That's okay. Okay. Press one of the flip buttons. Press OK. This flip does not need reprogramming. I knew that. Push another button. Press OK. No more flips to test. No. Do I wish to program any flips? Yes. Do I have the full barcode for the flip? Yes. Then you can enter the full barcode. But here's the trick. If you say yes, I want to program the flips. If you say no, I don't have the full barcode, it would say enter the 6-character code. And for that, you just enter the 6 characters after the star N. See star N, so in my case, 7FF825 would be the 6-character code. So I can just do that and save some time. Okay. Is this the slabs flip? No. What slot do I want? I don't want to override my other slots. Maybe I'll try the bottom one. So just to be safe, I popped open my one working key, and thankfully it has a code right there. 22F922. That's the 6-digit code for this key. So I just have to make sure I don't override 22F922, which is slot number 2. So I'm going to go to slot number 3. Do I wish to program any flips? That's asking me if I want to program any other flips. I would say no. Flip programming is not complete. Now let's test it. Press OK. It says, so I test it. Did the flips operate correctly? No. You have to go through this. Using a valid flip, press any of the buttons from the flip. Press OK. Okay, this one was programmed successfully. That's the old one we know was programmed. Okay, press OK to proceed. Do you want to resynchronize? Yes. So I actually messed up. I think I should have pressed the button on this one to do the resynchronization. So I'm going to say flip programming again. Press one of the flip buttons. I'm going to press the one that I think I programmed. And it's going to say this does not need reprogramming. So it is programmed. Programming was successful, but it is not synchronized. No more flips to test. Okay, pre-programming is complete. Let's test. Good. Okay. No. Didn't work. And hopefully it'll give me an opportunity to synchronize it. Okay, press any of the buttons. Press OK. Flip was received and programmed, but it's out of synchronization. Do you want a synchronization? Say yes. Okay. Okay. I think maybe I have to unplug this. Oh. Okay. Okay, after unplugging, there's a pause. Okay. Now our new flip works. So after unplugging, there's maybe like some time that needs to pass before it starts to work. So there you go. Well, there you go. I think all in all, this has saved me about $2,000 versus going to a dealer and asking for 4 keys to be made. So I hope you also find this video helpful and informative. And thank you for watching.